Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T. As we broadcast live here on Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel throughout social media. We'll get you out of here before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here in the Drive-Thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Deliver live free picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dawgz and Sports Chat Place will meet the cappers and we'll get right to the picks so we don't mess around here on the Drive-Thru. Let's say hello, Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Oh, not too much, Tony. We hit our NBA play of the day yesterday. College hoops was good to us, but the ice was not good to us. 0-2 on the ice. We, as I said, behind the stage here, no Canuck dancing for a little bit. 0-2 running with the Canuck dancing here. Just so inconsistent have been the Vancouver Canucks this season. So hockey treated me bad, but hey, we've been on such a good hockey run, still up on the year. Let's get it back here tonight on the ice. Only a small slate, but I think there's some good money-making spots here on the ice as well. Lots of college basketball, too. Look at this card. Ooh, love it.
Nice slate tonight from college hoops. Say hello to Wayne. Wayne, what's going on?
What's happening, Tony T? I'm excited about this college basketball card. Ready to get back to it after a rough day yesterday. 2-4 overall. Had UNC versus Wake Forest at my game of the day. I should have took the 1 point. I would at least got a push, but I took a money line, so it's like that some days. But let's put you guys on some winners and let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Let's say hello to Big Al. Big Al, what's happening?
Not much. Just working.
Yeah.
Not much to say.
Not much to say. Big Al have a great year this year. We're 12,000 units of private last 12 months. We'll talk about that later in the show, but it's been on fire. All right, guys, let's get the show going here on the Drive-Thru. As you know, we're going to get right to the NBA to start it off. Just to let you know, Bucks and Pelicans were postponed because of the snowfall there, so no game tonight between the Pelicans and the Bucks. So let's get to the games here tonight. NBA, we'll cover here this slate right now, and let's see what we got here. We'll start it off here with Suns and Nets. We see the Suns big favorites now up to 13. Total is 215. Next game on the slate will be Pistons and Hawks. The Hawks 4 now, total 234.5. T-Wolves and Mavericks. The T-Wolves 4 on the road, total 213.5. We get it started here with Big Al.
Hey, Tony, sorry, I got to jump real quick. I got a fire to put out, but just skip me right now.
Skip up Big Al right now. Let's go on over to Rod.
And looking at these slate of games, I'm looking at Phoenix. You know what? They're looking at the healthier team here in this spot. You're looking at the Nets dealing with a whole lot of guys out for the second half of this back-to-back. I think it's a slow start, kind of like we've seen with the Knicks the other day when I said take them in the first half. I like the Suns here in the first half. You look what they've been doing scoring-wise, and they've been scoring about 58, 59 points in the first half. This season have been the Suns. Well, Brooklyn definitely been under 50 points in that first half. So I like the Suns. I believe I see it 7.5 is where I made that bet. I like it. Give me the Suns minus that 7.5. I think they have themselves a lead heading into the locker room for the intermission in that one. And the other one I'm looking at is Detroit. I'm going to take that's up to 4 in places now. So I'm still going to grab the 4 with the Pistons. Solid basketball team. And it's Atlanta at home laying points. I can't do it. We just know Atlanta is a favorite at home, just not where I want to be putting my money. So I'm going to back the Pistons. They've definitely been playing some solid hoops action. So give me the Pistons over a possession. Yep. Give me Detroit there in that matchup.
And there from let's update some of the injuries here. Jaden Ivey, we know for that broken leg will be out for a while for Detroit. Nance, Rasacher, and Zeller out for Atlanta here. DiVincenzo and Shannon out for Minnesota. For the Dallas Mavericks, a laundry list here. Luka, Exum, Hardy, Lively, Marshall, Powell, and Klay Thompson out here for Dallas. Phoenix and Brooklyn here. Nurkic out for Phoenix. Beal still questionable on the Brooklyn side. Laundry list: Bogdanovich, Cam Johnson, Lewis, Russell, Simmons, Cam Thomas, Watford, Zaire Williams. So there's your injuries there. We'll go on over to Wayne.
Yeah, let's start with the one that I agree with Rod. I like Detroit too. Solid 3-point shooting team. Another reason is very have a good edge in the rebounding department. And Atlanta's a high turnover team. Yes, they can cause turnovers, but on the other side of that, they're a high turnover team. And Detroit pretty healthy. They have the depth advantage in this spot. So look for when the bench comes in for Detroit for them to either pull away a little bit or if they're down to close the gap a little bit. Give me the 4 points. As Ray said, Atlanta's just a tough team to lay points with. It's been proven that they're not a good favorite team. And Detroit 7-3 in their last 10, just playing the hotter basketball. Phoenix versus Brooklyn, almost word for word, same thing. Phoenix is just not a great cover team for me to lay this many points with them. I don't care who Brooklyn has. They've been next man up all year. They also play well against Phoenix Suns. 6-4 ATS and 5-5 straight up. So not only do they have do a good job of covering against this Suns team, they also win outright. So I wouldn't be mad at anybody sprinkling none on the money line. And one of the main reasons we can't trust Phoenix, besides them just being a terrible cover team, is their lack of defense. They don't turn the ball over. They don't pressure people much. So even with newer players, they're not about to come out here and just D Brooklyn up. Brooklyn's a good 3-point shooting team. Give me the boatload of points with the home underdog in that spot.
There from Wayne. Tell you what I think here about these games here in this spot here. I'll be looking here at let's see where we're at here. We're going to go ahead and take Atlanta. I'm going to lay it here with Atlanta. Lay the 2.5 here, or actually it's up to 4. I'll lay it with them. Detroit on the road, not been a good road team defensively, allowing 47% shooting, 37% from 3. Hawks have covered 3 of 4. They've shot well over their past 2 games. We'll look at the Brooklyn plus the points. As Wayne was saying, Phoenix not a very good defensive team. Matter of fact, they're 28th in road defensive efficiency, allowing 119 points per 100 possessions. Suns have failed to cover 14 of 17 against the East. Phoenix on the road give up 48% shooting, 37% from 3. I know it's a back-to-back for Brooklyn, but there's no travel here after playing MSG. I'll look at them in this spot. I'm going to look here at the Mavs here. We've got 2 really good defensive performances in a row by Dallas, so they've kind of defended well of late. The Timberwolves over their past 5 games just shooting 46% here. The Mavs here have improved the defense, so I'll look for the Mavs in this spot. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. We'll see if Big Al has got Big Al. You ready to roll here?
Yeah, sorry, I got an email that I had to quickly respond to. Anyway, I'm going to go against you guys on the Phoenix game. They play with revenge from a 10-point upset loss to Brooklyn earlier this year, and Phoenix is 79-41 when playing with revenge from an upset loss earlier in the season. We saw this 4 days ago against the Pistons as well, and on that day they beat the Pistons in the pick'em game. So I know, as you mentioned, they don't do well against Eastern Conference, but they did do well against Detroit. I think they'll do well here.
All right, there from Big Al.
I took the Suns in the first half. I just didn't take them full game. I don't trust them full game. I took them in the first half. I'm only laying 7.5. I like them by 10 plus in the first half. I took the Suns. They're the healthier team. Full game? I can't trust the Suns full game. Can't do it. I get it, but I can't do a full game. I like the first half there in that one. Just to square that away, I'm not going against. I'm not taking the Nets. I just can't. Second of a back-to-back, I like the Suns in the first spot, like I did the other day with the Knicks. They came shot out of a cannon. They just continued that momentum, and then they completely collapsed in the second half. I don't know if the Nets are going to do that. They just don't have the guys. So I can see it.
There we go from Rod Big Al. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Get ready here for the next series of games. The next 4 here from the NBA we'll cover. The next 3 will be Cavs and Rockets. Game of the night. Cavs still laying 2 here. Total 227.5. Hornets and Grizzlies. Grizzlies 12. Total 241.5. Jazz and Thunder. We see the Thunder 16.5. Down from 17. We saw 17.5 in the morning. 16.5 here with the Thunder. It may have been someone had mentioned 20. I didn't see a 20 anywhere. But anyway, 232.5 there. So that covers we'll cover the slate of games. We get it underway here with Big Al.
Yeah, I mean, I of these, I would have to go with the Walter Shush. I'd have to go with the Utah Jazz plus the big number against Oklahoma City. They fall into a system of mine that plays on certain rested, revenge-minded, double-digit road dogs. And that system is 478 and 349 ATS going back to 1990. That's of these 3. That's the only one I would like.
There we go. We got the dog angle there. Great. I'll just give you guys an update here with the injuries. Mobley, Okoro, Travers out for Cleveland. LeVert is questionable. Jabari Smith, the only one out for Houston. On the Jazz side, Clarkson, Juzang, Potter, Sensabaugh, and Williams. Sensabaugh is out. Butts, Markin in, Collins, Kessler, Sexton in. So look there for Utah. On the OKC side, Hartenstein, Holmgren, Mitchell out. Jalen Williams, the good one, the good Jalen Williams, he is questionable there. Charlotte and Memphis, Mann and Miller out. On Memphis side, Smart, Spencer Williams out, and LaRavia questionable there. So caught up on the injuries. Let's go on over to Rod.
Yeah, and I was Walter's 13-4 ATS when he starts giving Big Al hack for dinner. When he starts talking about a dog, I have it written down. It's 13-4 ATS is Walter, so I can't go against him there. I got to take the Jazz.
Rod, did I tell you we're getting a new puppy?
You're getting a new puppy for Walter? Oh my goodness! That's
yeah, he's
the best,
gonna have a brother.
When you got, he's gonna have a brother.
Yeah,
that's the best.
Yeah,
See, I have a little older dog, and I got him a puppy, and oh my goodness, they were like peas and carrots. It brought out the younger, the pup and the older dog. They started running and playing in the yard. It was amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah, he arrives February 21st. Anyway,
Nice.
Walter's excited.
See, Walter's like, Walter's hungry. He's like, "Hey, where's my dinner?" So then, when I'm looking at, I went back and forth on the Cavs and the Rockets, but I decided I got to go with the Rockets here in this one. You look at what Houston does after an awful game where they score less than 105 points. You know what they do? They bounce back and win games. They're 16-1 ATS following a game where they score 105 points or less. So give me the hometown Rockets in that one. They get the job done over the Cavs.
There from Rod. Next up, we move on over to Wayne.
Yeah, I'm going to lay it here with Memphis. I know it's a lot at 12. They're at home. Charlotte's a little bit of fool's gold right now, winning 3 straight, but 3 fairly easy games. Dallas with no Luka, Chicago, and Utah. What it comes down to is really don't trust Charlotte offensively outside of Lonzo Ball. They can clamp up defensively here and there against bad teams, but against a balanced team like Memphis with good depth, strong rebounding team, and good size, and also a good three-point shooting team in Memphis. All in all, at home, I think they can come out here and win this game by 12 plus. So I'm on Memphis in that spot.
There from Wayne. I'll tell you what I think about these here. I'm going to look as well with Houston plus the 2. I just don't like the form the Cleveland's defense is in over their past 5. 48% shooting, 37% from 3, and they've not been shooting the ball well of late here. And, of course, you are missing Mobley, Okoro, another guy, and LeVert is some scoring off the bench, he's still questionable in this game. In the game between Charlotte and Memphis here, I'm going to go under the total. This is a number that has moved, 241.5 right now for a Memphis game. I know the pace of play might be an issue here, but let's don't forget here that Memphis plays very good defense at home this year. When you look at Memphis allowing teams 106 points per 100 possessions, and over their past 5 allowing 45% shooting. We know this Charlotte team has not been a very good team away from home offensively. 26 in offensive efficiency, and you're looking at a total over 240. No, thank you. Give me the under in this game. Also here in the Jazz Thunder, I'm going to look here at the Jazz here because we've got we've got guys in the lineup we thought we were going to sit, like Collins, Sexton, and Markin are going to play in this game. So that puts me on them. Jalen Williams, the power forward, the good Jalen Williams, he's questionable and he's iffy with that hip. He's in danger of missing his second straight game with a hip strain. He's tough to lay that points unless you're at full strength. I'm going to lay the double. I can't lay it when they're not even at full strength, missing possibly 3 rotational guys in this game. I can't take OKC in this spot. Let's see what else we have in this spot. I think that covers that. That covers the block there. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through as we get ready here for the next series of games here, and we will look at the following games in this block. They will be Bucks and Pelicans. We know it postponed, so we move on over to Warriors and Kings. Kings still holding 7, total 230. And then the Celtics and Clippers tonight. The Clippers, Dawgz here. Celtics will be favored 11.5 on the road, total 218.5. We get to start here with Big Al.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Golden State plus the 7.5. They play with revenge from a 30-point loss to the Kings 17 days ago. And they also lost by 40 points in their previous game to Boston on Wednesday. And Walter's barking, so
He really loves us tonight.
Yeah, he loves the card tonight.
Anyway, it's, off a huge blowout loss and playing with revenge from a huge blowout loss, I like Golden State.
They're from Big update the injuries here in these blocks here. For Golden State, no Green, no Kuminga, no Podziemski out. Also Anderson out. Payton here is late here on the report as questionable. Gary Payton Jr. questionable late on the report here. Illness. So illness. He is a bench player, although didn't play a lot of minutes last time out. But he's just a role player. Then Sacramento, a clean injury report. They'll be at full strength here. Boston and Clippers. Peterson, a backup player, is doubtful. For Boston, we got Holiday, Horford, Porzingis, all questionable here for Boston. On the Clippers side, no Leonard, no Powell, no Ivica Zubac, no Tucker, no Dunn. Harden, Batum are all questionable there. So there you go, caught up in this block with the injuries. Next up, we move on over to Rod.
Yeah, and when you look at things, I like is give me the Warriors plus the 7.5 there, and that line's been 7.5 all day. It hasn't budged a whole lot in that matchup. And you look at Boston and the Clippers. It's just, for me, I just don't trust Sacramento laying that many points in that one at home. Too many. I know the Warriors haven't looked great, but either is Curry. I think this is one of those games that he almost carries the team on his back and goes off, because we know what Sacramento does defensively. And they don't play a whole lot of defense at all. So if it's a get-right spot for anybody, it's Curry who's going to get right and just grab the team on his back and start firing threes. We know what he does. I like Curry's points total over as well. I think he has a massive game. And looking at Boston taking on the Clippers, I don't know. I think you just got to take the Clippers just because of what we've seen Boston do after a win. And they're 1-14 ATS. We've seen it all season long. Also might be looking ahead to the Lakers tomorrow night. So first half of the back-to-back, Clippers, all those guys out. It's tough, but I think you have to lean to the Clippers in that one. Definitely not racing to the winner to bet that one.
There from Rod, we move on over to Wayne.
Yeah, I got a premium in the Boston Clippers game, but I lean to the over in the Kings Warriors, as Rod kind of mentioned. Kings tough team when it comes to trying to back them defensively. They don't play a lot of defense. On the other side of that, Warriors are missing a lot of guys, but they do have plenty of depth and play mainly at a faster pace and slow them down a little bit. But to keep up with the Kings, I do think they need to up their pace a little bit. Two of the stronger three-point shooting teams, and I think we can get over the total in this one.
From Wayne, tell you what I think here about these games tonight. I'll be looking here at Sacramento laying the 7. Sacramento, the better shooting defensive form. The Kings have covered 9 of 10, so the coaching change, they got a bump from this. Sacramento, Golden State 0-7 against the Pacific Division, shooting just under 43%. So the division has been dominated the Warriors here to the spread this year. I'll come there in that spot. Celtics and Clippers, I like the over still in this game, even though it's moved up. And I had a feeling it would with Ivica Zubac out. Zubac is a rim protector, so that means the middle is going to be open for this Celtics team. Celtics at full strength should be able to put points up on the board tonight without no Zubac in the game. I like the over in that one. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through. As we go to move on over to college hoops now, we'll cover the college basketball card, do it in 2 blocks. I'll tell you this time slots we'll cover here. We'll start from the games at 6:30 Eastern, all the way till 8 Eastern. So that'll be our first block tonight. We cover 6:30 to 8 Eastern in this block. And some of the games you can see here, Houston, what would you expect here? Off to a massive start here against Utah. Utah not floundering so far in this game. The Rockets. They play like the Rockets. These Cougars are a pound in this team. Of course, we'll get there are some games already in progress, but we'll cover some of the games here at 6:30 and 7 Eastern time. I just wanted to run this graphic out for you guys so you can see some of the current live odds right now in some of these games in this block. We have a huge card at 7 Eastern time, as you can tell by this this Lattice Horizon League, and we do have a SEC game here. This is one big one here, big line there with Florida on the road, favored against South Carolina. And we're going to take you all the way to the game starting here at 8 Eastern time. So we'll cover this slate as well. Boise State now favored -1 at Colorado State. And we will take you through this time slot. Okay, we're going to stop at 9 Eastern. All the games up until 8 Eastern time. So we can start with Big Al.
Yeah, the one game in this time slot I like would be Coastal Carolina plus the points against Georgia Southern. It's not a back-to-back, but it's almost a back-to-back. These two teams played 2 games ago, and Georgia Southern won that game by exactly 1 point. And I have a system that's 197 and 123 ATS that plays on certain teams that lost the previous meeting by exactly 1 point. I like Coastal Carolina there. I would have liked Wisconsin Green Bay if they were favored by 1.5 points or more, but they're an underdog now of 2.5. So I know it's kind of counterintuitive, but I don't like them as a dog. But I would have liked them as a 1.5 point favorite. And see if there's anything else. No, that's it.
That's from Big Al on over to Rod.
And then a couple for me in this time block of games. I'm looking at give me Xavier plus the points heading into St. John's. I think it'll be a closer game than what people think there in that one. With Xavier heading in there, St. John's, we've seen run some teams out of the gym, but I don't think you're going to run Xavier out of the gym. Give me the points there with Xavier. Give me the road dog there. Another one I'm looking at is. You know what? I like Florida there. They've been a solid team, and I think people are just waiting. That number has moved up a little bit. It was 11 up to 11.5. I think I even seen 12 pop out, but I think it's come back down to 11.5. I think the Gators win by 15. I think they're that much of a good team. I think some teams are trying to bet against, trying to catch a falling knife that we're going to see them fall at some point. But I don't think they're in that one. I just don't trust South Carolina to be able to hang with Florida there. And then the other one I'm looking at is Indiana taking on Northwestern. I like the over in that matchup. You look, both offenses be able to score plenty enough. And you look at Northwestern at home. When they go against defenses that are outscoring their opponents by over 4 points or more, they're 14-1 at home to the over. So it was at 141.5, and I think it's come down to 140 in spots. I don't like the under. I like the over. You get an even better number now than when I bet it at the 141. I think the over Indiana and Northwestern in that matchup. And that's it for that time slot.
For that time slot? Okay, next up, we move on over to Wayne.
Yeah, I like Old Dominion over JMU plus 6.5. This JMU team is just not as strong as they've been in years past. They're struggling mightily on offense, definitely on the road. Old Dominion is not good on offense either, but they do play defense, and give me 6 points. I think they will get up a little bit at home and play better offense than they have played, and make this a game. Give me Old Dominion, that spot 6.5. Also agree with Rod on the Xavier St. John's. I think these teams are more evenly matched than the line suggests. 7.5 is a lot of points for a Xavier team. They can shoot the 3, and quite frankly, pretty solid on both sides of the ball. So give me Xavier plus 7.5 and Old Dominion plus 6.5.
Yeah, from Wayne, tell you what some of the games I like here in this slate. I'm going to be looking under in Xavier and St. John's. These are two teams in very good defensive form. Musketeers 7-1 in the under away from home. The St. John's here tops in defensive efficiency against the Big East, but man, they are just poor shooting team in conference. 23% from 3, 47% from 2. They don't make their free throws here. I'll look under in that spot. Kansas and TCU. I'll take the points with TCU in this one. TCU has won 9 of 10 at home this year, and they defend very well at home. And Kansas and Big 12 players really struggled here. Shooting threes just 29%. They don't pressure the ball defensively in conference. So I'll look at TCU plus the points there. I also like Colorado State here plus 1. Here, Colorado State is tops in effective field goal shooting in the Mountain West. 45% from 3, 61% from 2, 84% at the line. Those are some solid numbers in conference play for this Rams team at home. Broncos have of 10 away from home. So look at Colorado State here at plus 1 in this one. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through as we get ready here for the next series of games. And we'll cover the games from 9 p.m. Eastern time all the way until 11 Eastern. And we'll just give you a peek here at some of the lines on the games that are in this slate here, like Georgia, Arkansas, USC, Nebraska here. Looks like Nebraska's gone up to 6.5 now. Nice one there with Nevada and Utah State. Note the 9 Eastern time slot. Yeah, Kansas State, Baylor there, Texas State, Ole Miss. So we got some pretty good games here in this late slot. Miami making that trip all the way to Stanford. Stanford here at 11, coming off that win against North Carolina. Who saw that one? that was one of my surprises on Saturday. All right, so let's get this one here underway here on this block of games here from Big Al.
Yeah, I like the Baylor Bears to bounce back. They're off back-to-back losses, one on the road and one at home. That home loss to TCU was their first home loss this season. They had won their previous 8 at home. And when you take a look at Baylor's home-road splits this year, they're covering the spread at home by 7.87 points per game. On the road, they're failing to cover the spread by 9.9 points per game, so a huge difference there. And off back-to-back losses, Baylor has been really good over the year, 65 and 27 ATS in that situation. So I'm going to lay the 12 and a half, whatever, with Baylor against Kansas State.
There from Big Al. Next up, we move on over to Rod.
Yeah, for me, I like Baylor in the first half in that one. Just you look at Kansas State in away games following 3 consecutive conference games. Well, they're 0-10 ATS in that first half. So I like Baylor to bounce back too, but I'm going to isolate it to the first half. 6.5. I think they got a double-digit lead heading into halftime. In that one, I'll lay the 6.5 with Baylor in the first half there. And then I like the over between Nebraska and USC. I think Nebraska at home, we know that offense can roll. Where they score the most points is at home, and we've seen USC tick up and be able to score some points themselves. 13-5 to the over is USC this season. And, at 143, I think we score into the 150s, USC and Nebraska. Give me the over in that matchup.
There from Rod. Next up, we move on over to Wayne.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take Nebraska and lay the 6. I did like it at the better line earlier, but I understand the line movement. This is a Nebraska team that's pretty much on USC. USC team hasn't been sharp. This is a Nebraska team that plays solid defense. We'll just have to see them get it going on offense. Buy low spot for Nebraska. I understand they haven't been playing too well lately. And this is a freemium one that I will be betting but couldn't get in. Give me Florida State over Cal. Florida State just a hands down better team on offense, defense, solid rebounding team, very physical. Only reason I even think this line is close is because Cal's at home, and it's going to take more than you being playing at home to be able to grab this win with Florida State team is, like I said, very physical and very balanced on both sides of the ball. Give me Florida State.
There from Wayne. All right, tell you what I think about some of these games of the slide. I'm going to look at Ole Miss here laying the points at home. Ole Miss has shot the ball very well at home. Texas, the Aggies away from home, just shooting 39%. And they are 10th in effective field goal shooting in the SEC, just 25% from 3. And they don't make their free throws here. And 11th in effective field goal defense in the conference. So I'll look at Ole Miss here in that spot. Georgia and Arkansas, 2 bad offensive teams in conference. I'll take under the total there. Georgia is 14th in offensive efficiency. And they turn the ball over. They're 25% from 3 in conference. They do defend. Both teams defend well, but just can't shoot. Bulldogs 6-0 to the under away from home. Arkansas 5-0 to the under in the SEC. Look at the under there. USC and Nebraska. I'm gonna take USC here plus the points. Both teams are not in very good defensive form, but USC is the better shooting team right now, and they did get a win in Illinois. So I'll take SC plus the 6 there. Nevada here and Utah State.
I'm rubbing it in.
You're rubbing it around your Illinois team. SC got you over there. SC got you there. I'll take Nevada here plus the 6. Utah State here, 7th in defensive efficiency in the Mountain West here, struggling on the glass, and they don't defend the three-point line very well, and they don't make their free throws at 63%. I don't like a favorite here of 2 possessions, shooting 63% at the line here. And Nevada has defended very well away from home. Look at Nevada here plus 6. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through as we get ready here for the next series of games. We'll move on over to the NHL. We'll just cover them here in one slot here, in this one block, I should say. The NHL tonight, 4-game card will feature Bruins and Devils. Devils here 205, total 5.5. We've got Blue Jackets and Maple Leafs. Maple Leafs $1.93, total 6.5. Jets and Avalanche. The Avs here $1.11, total 5.5. And we close out west here with the Kings and Panthers. Kings now up to $1.24, total 5.5. We get this one underway with Big Al.
Yeah, I mean, I've got my favorite play today is a premium play over at Dawgz. My second favorite play today, it's just too high of a price for me to ever use it. It's the New Jersey Devils, but I'm not laying 215, or at least I'm not selling it. I picked Dawgz, at 215. So I passed that, but that's the best play other than the one I really like.
There you go from Big Al. Next up, we move on over to Rod.
So you got to take the Devils on the puck line then. I think they easily beat Boston. You look at what Boston's been doing over the last few, and they've been scoring some goals. So people are looking, going, "Oh, look, Boston's figured out how to score some goals." Don't do it. Boston hasn't scored a whole lot of goals all season long. They've struggled, and now they're going against a New Jersey team that outscores their opponent, and they've done it consistently all season long. Devils score 3 goals a game, while they held teams to 2.6 goals a game. So I like the Devils on the puck line in that one. I think they beat up on Boston tonight.
Hey, Rod, I have a question for you. If between the puck line or win in regulation, do you ever consider doing win in regulation?
Yes. So, you can knock that, what the win in regulation is. I'd have to look it up for the Devils, but definitely.
But it's not going to be. It's not going to be far from the puck line. It's going to be kind of a similar number. So I was just a little bit closer.
Yeah, it won't be minus 200, so it'll come down. And I'm going to guess it's probably be about minus 150, minus 160 in regulation. Maybe even better than that. I'd have to look it up for you. When Wayne goes, I can look it up for you and tell you if your book offers.
Yeah, I think it'll. My guess is it'll be better.
Yeah,
but I hear a lot of handicappers that go with the puck line, but then I've been thinking a lot about the win in regulation
or the minus one. You can go also when you're betting hockey. The minus one comes into play, right? So that if they do win by the goal, you get the push. So when you're chasing a puck line, sometimes that minus one is the better option. You get a push. So if they don't, because how many times do you get burnt that they don't pop the empty netter if it's a 1-goal game late and you're trying to begging them for it, you still at least get a push to get your money back and get bet another game. So the minus one is not a bad option as well when you're looking at high priced ones like that. So they make the puck line pretty close to what a minus one is that way, because different books offer different things, right? Some books won't even offer you the 60-minute draws in those ones, or even offer you a 60-minute line altogether. They'll only give you the money line or puck lines. But so I if I could find it, trust me, if they offered it for us here, I would be playing a little more in regulation as well myself. Because that's the way to go in these ones.
All right.
Looking at the other three on the board. I'm looking at Columbus taking on Toronto. I like the over in that one. We're looking like Hildeby is going to get the start for the Leafs there in that one, and Hildeby's good for 3 goals a game this season. He's got an .880 save percentage. The only reason why he's in there is because Stolarz is dealing with an injury. So on a back-to-back spot for the Leafs, they need to put him in there. So Hildeby's in there. Columbus, we know, has been the highest total as overs in games, and they've been playing some pretty good hockey. So give me Columbus on the money line. I think they can score plenty enough on Hildeby in that one to get a win. Too much value to not take Columbus in that one. And then the other one I really like, Colorado here against Winnipeg. We've seen these two teams. They don't like each other. Expect a lower scoring one. Should be Hellebuck in goal. Looks like Blackwood's getting the start for Colorado. And I think Colorado, they lost their last game. And when they lose by 2 goals or more, they're just one of those teams that bounce back and get themselves a win. And in Colorado, the last time Winnipeg headed into Colorado, it was a 5-2 loss. Give me the Avs over the Jets in that one.
There from Rod. Next up, we move on over to Wayne.
Yeah, pass for me today, Tony, in the NHL.
Yeah, I'll pass there. Looks like the chat room is saying anywhere between 140 and 150 in regulation there. I know Rob was looking.
Half decent price. So it's I would lay it minus 140 in regulation with the Devils. Definitely.
There you go. All right. Let's
I see minus 135, but then I've got 5 sports books, and only 2 of the 5 even offer it. So
even offer it, yeah. Like I said, it's that's the problem. It's tough to find that 60-minute, but definitely shop around because it's available in some sports books.
There you go. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. We got you through the hockey. Now it's time for our parlay segment, our personal segment. Cappers can give out a parlay, team or player prop, or a game in the future. They make the call. We'll get it underway with Big Al.
Baylor Bears, obviously. I I mean, I like the Clippers, but the problem is lack of clarity on who's even playing. I mean, it's 6:40 p.m. The game doesn't start for 4 hours, and we have no idea who's going to play. So that's what sucks about the NBA these days. So I don't know. I would just say, just play Baylor straight and no parlay.
They're from Big Al. Next up, we move on over to Rod.
And for me, we'll go with 3-teamer in hockey. We're going to take the New Jersey Devils, Columbus, Colorado. Play 3 of those on the money line. That'll give you a nice half-decent plus price.
From Rod, next up, we move on over to Wayne.
Yeah, Florida State. You can go ahead and take them on the money line. Xavier plus 7.5, and go ahead and grab Old Dominion first half money line. Nice little 3-teamer.
Yeah, from Wayne, tell you what I got here. I like the over in Clippers and Celtics. Also like the under in Georgia, Arkansas, and like Nevada plus the points against Utah State. All right, we got you through our parlay segment. Now it's time to see what the Cappers have for sale over at Pick Dawgz Stream. It's a pretty good week of action with hoops and hockey. Of course, the NFL returns on Sunday. We'll see what Wayne has for sale over at Pick Dawgz Stream. We'll bring up the numbers right now. Wayne enjoying a very good NFL year this year over at Pick Dawgz Stream. So we'll see what do you got for sale over at Pick Dawgz Stream?
Yeah, liking this NBA card. I have 4 plays in the NBA, 2 plays in college. I have a 3-pack in the NBA, my best bet in the NBA, and my best bet in college basketball. 2 extra plays for long term. That'll be 1 extra college basketball that's not for sale, and 1 NBA that's not for sale. Also got 2 NFL plays up already, so grabbing something long term coming into the week, get your best bang for your buck, and pair me up one of these excellent handicappers that you see on the show, and we'll continue to put some money in your pocket.
All right, get on board with Wayne over at Pick Dawgz Premium. We'll take a look at what Big Al has for sale over at Pick Dawgz Premium right now. Big Al over 12,300 units of profit the last 12 months. What do you got for sale over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
We got 2 very, 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 very strong college basketball plays. One is my Southern Conference game of the month, and then the other play is actually even stronger. And those 2 plays are up. I've got 2 NFL plays already posted for Sunday, and I've got, as I mentioned earlier, 1 hockey play. So a relatively small card for me, but it's a strong card on this Wednesday.
That's right, guys. Got up with Big Al over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Of course, Big Al, you also have a all access for some of the bigger plays out there too.
Yeah, if folks want to join, you have to be able to get down $1,000 to $10,000 a game. You have to be able to handle the high volume as well. Not everyone can. On a Saturday, we can have 15 to 20 plays. But if you can handle that and want to inquire, just text the words Big Al to 702-769-0404, and we can chat about it.
All right, there again with the Big Al there with the all access. Let's see what Rod has for sale over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Rod has put together impressive numbers over the last 30 days.
Yeah, definitely been hot. Had a losing day yesterday, so looking to bounce back. College basketball was good to me yesterday, so I got a nice college basketball triple there. Love those 3 plays. And then my NHL sniper play, that's been hot over, I'm going to say the last 90 days. We've been just trending up, making units, stacking units on the ice. So definitely a bounce back spot there as well on the NHL one. Absolutely love that one. So jump aboard it. But big week going forward. Lots of college basketball, lots of NBA, lots of NHL. And then I've got my NFL in already for, as these guys have mentioned. I think we're all sitting waiting for the NFL playoffs on Sunday. Those are available for a long term. I just haven't put them in the package yet. So that's the best way to go. Jump aboard long term here at Pick Dawgz. As you can see, we've been hot a long term that we don't miss out on any of the plays we've got going. That is the way to go. 2-for-1 Capper promotional pick and checkout. Save 50% off. Jump aboard. Continue to crush the books in 2025.
That's right, guys. Got aboard the Rod over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Over at Pick Dawgz Premium, I've got a best bet on the board right now. Top a winner yesterday, and also looking to have another winner for you today. Also a multi-pack, a 3-pack here with Bass NBA and college basketball. 4 premiums for me on the card today, so get on board with me with that, or get my long-term pass. Remember that 7-day pass will include the NFL playoffs, the championship Sunday, and more with the hoops when you get my 7-day pass. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout will save you that 15% off. We also have a multi-cap promotion matching up with any of your favorite cappers at Pick Dawgz, even greater value there. All right, we got you through here. The drive-through for tonight. We'll be back here again tomorrow live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Do it all over again. Bring in our cappers from Pick Dawgz Sports Ship Plays. Go over the plays. 9-game card from the NBA. Usually those Thursdays light cards, but nope, not tomorrow. a 9-game card. Actually, we'll only be able to cover 8 because Wemby is in Paris tomorrow, Big Al.
Do they play 2 games in Paris? Is that the situation?
I didn't know if they played 2. I know they play tomorrow. I know that for sure. I already started looking at tomorrow's games against the Pacers. Yeah. So we'll have a coverage of the NBA tomorrow as well as hockey and college hoops. So make sure you guys tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern time. All right, that's gonna do it for the show. Back tomorrow here on the Pick Dawgz and on the YouTube channel. Wayne, anything going on in the boxing world?
A lot of the main guys are fighting contenders. As far as like a championship level fights, Bivol and Beterbiev fight February 22nd. That'll be a rematch. And David Morrell versus David Benavidez February 1st should be it's a championship fight. But Gervonta Davis fights soon, but everybody's crying about his opponent. A couple other household names are fighting, but they're fighting contenders that nobody kind of wants to see. But some good fights in February. Hopefully, I'll be able to speak on them if we get some great lines on them.
That's right. And of course, be sure to check out Big Al's video every day over at Pick Dawgz. You got like an all-access video series going over at Pick Dawgz.
Yeah. In fact, Eric just texted me. He wants to record the new one for tomorrow right now, so I have to, find a game. But if folks want to check that out, just go over to the YouTube channel. And as Tony mentioned, that video series, basically ties into our all-access club.
Yep. So check it out there. And of course, Rod Provost, you're regular here on the drive-through here. Catch up most days of the week.
Yeah, definitely catch me here on the drive-through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sometimes I pop in on Thursday if you're a little bit short on people. So definitely stay tuned into the drive-through. Don't miss out.
Very good. That's going to do it for the drive-through. Back again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Well, wait, goodbye, guys. Anybody have anything to say before we go? We'll close it out.
Nathan McKinnon, anytime goal tonight for Colorado.
We got there, Big Al.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to sorry for Walter's barking. For folks wondering why I don't move him to a different room while I do these, he's got epilepsy and he has seizures, so I kind of have to keep him by my side just to monitor that. But anyway, sorry for his barking.
No worries, understandable there.
He's making us money. We like Walter. He's 13 4/8. Yes. When Walter starts barking, the money starts to flow, and Walter's been money. We like Walter here on the drive-through.
Yeah, we certainly do. No doubt about that. All right, that's going to do it here for the drive-through. Back again here tomorrow. And, of course, we're about, 4 weeks away from pitchers and catchers reporting. So here we go. The schedule is going to get busier. But that means with college basketball every season, right? All right, that'll do it. We're going to goodbye, guys. You guys make it a winning